What's up, guys? Welcome to another Physical Media Friday Garage Edition. Yes, I'm in my garage. Not the cleanest environment, but it's a lot better than it was. I've really been working on getting this cleaned up. Check out this table, this beautiful green marble. This table was leaning up against that wall for a couple years. I finally said enough is enough. With a table like this, I gotta use it. So I put the legs back on. And I caught my neighbor on his lunch break yesterday. He's a younger, much stronger guy, so he helped me flip it over and scoot it up against the wall. This will be my selling platform for eBay. Movies, there you go. There's some of the movies I'll be selling. Hot Wheels, those are some of the Hot Wheels I'm selling. Each one of those has about 70 Hot Wheels cars in it. Skywalker. Anyway, and I'm getting rid of some play sets like this. Just because they're taking up so much room. Found some old books. Apparently my daughter was a fan of this series. And even some, I've always had like garage movies. A weird category of movies that were in my garage for some reason. I don't know why. This is a good film. Anyway. All right, first up we have this game night collection. Collection of baseball films. I am not a baseball fan per se, but I am a fan of baseball movies, ironically. I always have been. There's just something about them. Let's take a look. This is a Paramount collection. All right, let's do... First, we've got a lot of Bad News Bears movies, as you may expect. We got the original Bad News Bears, Walter Matthau, and the remake. So it might be interesting. I've been collecting a lot of original films alongside their remakes. So this might be... These two films might be good to add to the list. Now, of course, this had Walter Matthau, Tatum O'Neal, Jackie Earle Haley is in this. Oh, Vic Morrow. Oh, okay. Vic Morrow. I remember. Now I know who he is. He's the other coach. He must be the other coach. Wow, that's some good casting. And then the sequel has Billy Bob Thornton, Greg Kinnear, Marcia Gay Harden. I'll check it out. And then you have the sequels to the original. I believe they both star William Devane. Bad News Bears and Breaking Training. Bad News Bears Go to Japan. All these movies were... Tony Curtis is in the third one. That's right. But Jackie Earle Haley is in the third one as well. Not sure if he's in the second one. But, yeah. All three of these, the original ones, anytime they came on TV back in the day, it was mandatory viewing. And there was a TV show, too, actually. Next we have a film that I've heard about. I've never actually watched. I know it's probably somewhat depressing. Robert De Niro, Michael Moriarty, Bang the Drum Slowly. I know it has to do with a cancer diagnosis. A dim-witted but big-hearted catcher diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. Oh, yeah. And then you have Fear Strikes Out. Now, this is interesting. This stars Anthony Perkins and Carl Malden. I just saw something about this and watched some original footage of the player, Jimmy Pearsall. And then I realized, oh, I have the movie. It came in this collection. So this is about a baseball player's struggle with mental illness. And Carl Malden plays his father, the always dependable Carl Malden. And he actually had a breakdown during a game. And it's kind of disturbing to watch. And I think you can actually see that footage on YouTube. But so that'll be interesting, a different kind of a baseball film. Then we have what looks to be a couple of lighthearted films. Hardball, Keanu Reeves. Diane Lane coaching was his last chance in theirs. Yeah, he's a gambler who becomes a baseball coach. I don't know. Little league coach. Kind of like a Mighty Ducks kind of a scenario, maybe. Talent for the Game, Edward James Olmos, Lorraine Bracco. I think they were married. Hardball. Yeah, Hardball has D.B. Sweeney in it. Oh, Eight Men Out. I was going to say, wasn't he in a baseball movie? Eight Men Out, yeah. That would be a great one to have in this collection. Darn, that's a good one. Wasn't he in another baseball movie, though? Like a kind of a romance comedy? Anyway, this is a small-town player who breaks into the big leagues. And then you have the classic Major League, hilarious movie. Great cast. Saw this in the theater in college. Watched it on TV with my dad. He absolutely cracked up through this. Big baseball fan. Yeah, Bob Uecker. Just so many great lines, so many great scenes. Fantastic cast. James Gammon is hilarious in this. Yeah, this is a great movie. But now, Eight Men Out would be a great addition to that collection. But my favorite baseball movie of all time is The Natural with Robert Redford. I'm not even sure if I showed this before. Watched this with my son and my wife a while back. I love watching the reaction of a certain scene in the beginning when I show this to people for the first time. Great movie, Robert Redford, Glenn Close, Robert Duvall, Wilford Brimley. It's fantastic. Fantastic movie. Richard Farnsworth is fantastic. Barbara Hershey. We watched the extended version, which it's okay, but you don't really need to. And we have a documentary. The documentary of the week is Fulci for Fake. Okay. Interviews with people like Michele Soave. So I'll be interested to watch this. Pretty fascinating guy. I'm a fan of his movies. Not a fanatic like some people, but definitely a fan. Now, this is a big eBay find, and I really hope that this will play on my player. I'm not 100% sure. I am planning on get DVD 9. I wonder what that means. I am planning on getting an all-region player eventually. There's some things that I want that I just can't get in this region. But the Lam Ching Ying Vampire Movie Collection. Lam Ching Ying, a.k.a. Mr. Vampire. Kind of a legendary actor in all kinds of genres in Hong Kong cinema, including martial arts. Passed away relatively young, I believe, from cancer. But he was known as Mr. Vampire. And this is, let me show you the films before we take that out. Mr. Vampire, the classic. Mr. Vampire 2, Mr. Vampire 3, Mr. Vampire 4. Vampire versus Vampire. Mr. Vampire 5, Magic Cop. I think that's just known as Magic Cop. Mr. Vampire, 1992. I'm going to stop there and just make a comment. Some of these may not actually be direct sequels. They oftentimes did a thing where they did like a knockoff movie, and to confuse things and muddy the waters, the original actor would jump back in sometimes. I think Magic Cop is just really just called Magic Cop. I don't know if the plot line has anything to do with Mr. Vampire. And then we have some other films. Encounter of the Spooky Kind, The Dead and the Deadly, Hocus Pocus, Encounter of the Spooky Kind 2, which I've seen. That is hilarious. And Spiritual Trinity. Oh my gosh, more. Disc 4, Mad Mad Ghost, Exorcist Master, The Musical Vampire, Ultimate Vampire, Crazy Safari. Yeah, I got a few movies on here. Somehow they all fit in there. Let's get this open. Oh man, stuck. There we go. Wow, look. Wow, that's crazy. It opens this way, like an anime almost. Okay. So 4 discs. So there you go. Cover art. The art's the same on all 4 discs. If you've never seen a Hong Kong or Chinese vampire movie, you don't know what you're in for. Of course, they hop. A lot of people know that. The rules are totally different. And check out the Mad Bloods interview with Dayoshi Kuku. She's an Australian horror host of Chinese ancestry, and her character is that she plays is kind of like a Taoist priestess kind of character, and there's certain things that they can do, certain things that they can write on pieces of paper that will freeze the vampire. So the rules are totally different. So Mr. Vampire, at least, I can speak for Mr. Vampire and Encounters of the Spooky Kind 2, are both classic, hilarious horror comedies. I'm hoping a lot of the other ones are good too. But 17 films on 4 discs. You do the math. I would rather have them spread out a little more, but it is what it is. And like I said, hopefully I can play this or I'll be a little bit disappointed. There you go, guys. There's the haul. What do you think? What do you think of these baseball movies? Have you ever seen any of these vampire films? And come back again soon, or you'll be thrown into the rancor pit. Okay. Later.